Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. My day is going pretty good, although it is really early in the morning still, so that might all change, but so far so good. I got up extra early this morning to try and get things as much done as I could, as early as I can, because I am in the process of doing a tax return, which is a nightmare in general, isn't it? Nobody likes doing a tax return, but I can tell you what makes it even worse is I don't speak the language here in Slovakia, so it's so difficult. I have to keep getting Kat to help translate and everything. It's a nightmare. So yeah, I'm having a bit of a rough time. Anyway, today we are reacting to smoked jerky, and this is a request from Richard. Richard emailed me and asked me to do this video, and when I saw it was Cowboy Kent, I didn't need any more convincing. I love Cowboy Kent's videos, so we're going to be checking that out. Also, this is my 400th video on this channel, which is crazy to me. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around and showing your support and subscribing and that. You guys, you made this old dude pretty happy. Anyway, without further ado, let's check out smoked jerky.
Let's just cut to the chase, folks. I'm going to show you how to get more flavor from your jerky. Not only are you saving money, but I am showing you two different methods. One in the house, no dehydrator is needed. It's right in the oven. Another out here on a smoker. We're blending all that great flavor. Come on, I'll try to keep the pups off of it till you get here.
What do you think, pups?
Hey, thank y'all for stopping by the backyard, and whoo, what a glorious day it is. And guess what? Y'all been asking for it. Some more jerky. More jerky? Y'all didn't know we had jerky to begin with? Oh yeah, we went back a long time back, but folks, we're gonna add to it this time. We're gonna give you a little bonus. What? A bonus smoked jerky video. Now I'm gonna walk you both through both recipes, but hey, this is a great way to preserve meat. And do you see what we have here? Shan making noise all over the set here. Hey, Zoe, that is not a water bowl. This is a great way you can preserve meat, save money, and hey, hunting season's coming up. I sure do like me.
Not for me, Kent. It's not coming up here. A few people were asking me on the live the other day, do I get to hunt in that here in Slovakia? And unfortunately, I don't. I mean, I could pay to go on guided hunts, but it's outrageously expensive. The best I have as far as wild meat, or as wild as it gets for me at the moment, is the rabbits I raise here. And to be honest, I haven't actually bred them in a while for meat. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't get to do any hunting here in Slovakia, which sucks at the moment.
Some deer jerky, elk jerky, antelope, whatever you got, it will work, folks. And that stuff will break the bank when you go to the truck stop or the general store to get some. But this is an easy way to do. Takes a little time with the marinade, but ooh, it is so good. It is. So let's talk about the different cuts of meat that you can use for this. Now, I've used a little bit of everything, but I like to use that arm roast or something that's got that big old shoulder clod to it to where you can slice it thin. But guess what? If you ain't got a slicer, I need you to put that thing in the freezer. Yep, you heard me, for about an hour. Let it sort of set up and chill. You'll be able to slice.
I was saying the other day, sorry to pause again, that since doing this channel, I've learned so many great tips like that, not freezing it, but putting the meat in the freezer to actually make it like a bit more easy to cut, like sturdy. I don't know if I'm making sense by what I'm saying, but it just makes it so much easier to cut.
So much thinner, as you've seen me do. Make sure you trim off the excess fat of anything that's on there, because fat does what to jerky? It'll make it spoil. So trim all the fat off you can, slice it thin so they're uniform, you have an even cook time, and let's mix up that marinade. So we got some soy sauce, Worcestershire, liquid smoke. What? Yeah, liquid smoke. They make hickory, they make mesquite, they make natural. I do love the mesquite flavored, and that stuff is stout. Now, anytime you're using liquid smoke, you ain't got to use a lot of it to get that flavor out of there. When you get that in there and get it to going, you can be using some, what? Onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, some of that Red River Ranch Original, but always add you a little salt, little pepper in there. Get that stirred up really well and mix it. We done cut that meat, and let's get it all in there. Take your hands. It don't take a lot of marinating. I just want to get it all coated in there and let it get them flavors. Now what we're going to do, we're going to set it in an ice box. Ice box, you say? Yep, a lot of folks still question me on that. All you people that's been watching a long time, you know what that is. That is a refrigerator. Yeah, put it in there, let it sit covered at least 6 hours. I like to go overnight because it's going to give it so much more flavor. This is the no dehydrator jerky recipe, and guess what? It is in the cookbook. Page 73, I think it is. No dehydrator jerky. Yes, it is.
I didn't realize he had a book. I might actually. I was saying in the summertime, we're going to start doing a lot of these recipes. We've planned where we're going to do the cooking section and then outside, and Kat and the kids are really keen to try making like corn dogs and some of the desserts. They watched a dessert video yesterday on the family channel, and like I'm really keen to start getting into the barbecuing side of things and smoking meat and stuff. So if you want to check out any of those cooking videos, they will be on the family channel in the coming months. The link will be down in the description. But yeah, I can't wait to try. I would try now. I would get it all started now, but I've got some like building work to do, and it's not the greatest of weather. We had quite a downpour of snow last night, so I've got to wait for the spring at least.
And if you ain't got that, there'll be a link pop up there or down there somewhere to where you can say, hey, I want this. It will help you out, folks. It will. So go over to that oven knob, preheat 180. Yep, you heard me. It don't take much heat to be cooking no jerky, but I don't want you to make a mess in there. I don't. Line that rack with aluminum foil. Now I want you to take that jerky out there and lay it on the rack and make sure that it's straight, no wrinkles, no folded over, nothing. You want it to be flat and straight. Place them on there, slip it in the middle rack, and you're going to shut the door. But guess what? We got to have a little air circulation because I don't want it to sweat in there. Take you a pot holder, set it right in the edge of that door to where it just got just a little airflow that can get in there. And I'm going to tell you folks, in about an hour, you'll be having the best aroma in there in the kitchen. It smells so good. So after you get that in that oven, you got the door cracked.
It's weird seeing him cook inside. Like, I don't want to see you cook in the oven, mate.
It smells so good. So after you get that in that oven, you got the door cracked. I need you to let it cook an hour and a half. Because remember, we got foil down there on one side to keep it from making a mess down there in the bottom of that oven.
You have to turn
so we're actually going to have to flip that meat over at an hour and a half because this is a 3-hour cook time at 180 degrees. Well, folks, that is the walkthrough, the basics of the no dehydrator jerky in the house. But hey, we out here in God's creation in Mother Nature's kitchen. And remember what we're going to talk about? Smoked jerky, the one that I love. I mean, this stuff brings out so much more flavor, and it's easy. You just got to walk off and leave it. That's about all you have to do. So guess what we got here? Knitting needles. Knit 1, purl 2. Is that how it goes, Shan? Ain't you a knitter? Folks, I want you just to take them out of there.
Nope.
And I just want you to thread them on here, like so. You just need to make sure that you get them on there, and you got to leave you some airspace in between them. This is going to allow it to hang in that pit barrel and get more flavor, I think, than just laying it on a rack. So let's get them all threaded on there. I have preheated that pit barrel. Y'all seen me do it. It didn't have much coal in it because, folks, it don't take much to cook some jerky. It don't. Well, we have got our fire going there. It is about ready to go. We're going to add 1 stick of hickory. It ain't a real big one, but it's there. And some of that there dried mesquite that was left off.
He always uses mesquite. I love this guy.
It'll be coming soon to a website near you to where you can get, some mesquite chunks. So just arrange them in there. These are dry, but we are going to add some wet ones to it here when we get to going.
And there's not much.
There ain't much heat in there.
No, there's hardly anything,
so
really.
We got them spaced out there. Ain't nobody touching nobody else. Social distancing is happening right there in it. It is. We got dry wood chips in there, which are going to catch and make some smoke immediately. But we got some soaked mesquite here, and I just need you just to wring the water out of them just
soaked.
a little. About 2.
I thought he said we got some soap and mesquite here. I was like, what?
Little handfuls. Put them down in there. Put them right over there on the fire.
That
All it
hat's
needs
seen
now
some.
is a lid.
Seen some things.
Now, if you was thinking you didn't have one of these kind of little smoker setups, apparatuses like this pit barrel is, you can do this on about anything you got. But you might need you a temperature gauge because we're going to try to run about 170 to 180 along there, maybe a little more. And it's about a 2-hour cook out here because we're getting that circulating heat to cook both sides at one time. Now, if you're doing this on a regular conventional grill there, indirect heat is what you'd be needing. Just slide it all down there to one end, and still, folks, we ain't talking about much heat. Just layer off down there on one end, put your meat out there, but still, just like that recipe in there in the house, you may want to come out here in about an hour and a half and just rotate that meat back over on the other side. Well, we've been on about an hour, we have, so we're gonna add just a small little token of some more mesquite wood. This is just wood, it ain't jerky yet.
Hardly anything, really.
Let her keep right on smoking. Let me see. We're at 175 according to my hand.
0.3.
I guarantee you put a gauge in there, it's awful close. I've been around a lot of fire. So about another hour on this, we'll be good. We just got through flipping that in the house, which had been on an hour and a half. Let it dry. Remember, you got to vent that door in the oven, and whew, the pups are getting restless because they do love some jerky.
Me too. I used to make a lot of biltong in the UK. Cat loves biltong. But yeah, getting a decent cut of beef here is tricky. The only good beef that I've found that really, like recently, that's relatively good. Let me try that again. I don't know what's going on. The only good cut of beef that I've bought lately that is relatively priced, really relatively priced, is the beef ribs. But they cut, so they like about that big. And then, yeah. But other than that, beef is so hard to buy here. Like good beef. Or really expensive. That already looks good. I'd probably have a piece by now. Give it a try. I've got to fast forward the song. Sorry, I'm going to get copyright. Ah. It is what it is. Look at the color. Come on.
The house and 2 hours out here, but also that's according as to how do you like your jerky. If you like it a little crispier than I do, you're gonna cook it longer. But I like this stuff when you bend it, it don't break. Some of that stuff is so dry that when you try to bend it like that, it'll break in two like a piece of peanut brittle. And that stuff's hard on your teeth. I like it to have a little chew, sure, but I like for it to be a little tender. Now, this one you can definitely see has a richer, redder color, and that smoke penetration has got in there versus this one in the oven. Now, it's your preference as to
I thought that was all from the smoker. I didn't realize the oven one would come out looking that good as well.
How you like it, but I like these because they got so much more flavor to them that smoke brings out, and that smoke penetrated in there a long way, it did. Now, we had a special guest down here today. It's Duke's girlfriend, Zoe. Come on, Zoe. Come on. Zoe is big enough to eat 45 pounds of jerky. I don't know where Duker went. Here you go. Here comes Duke says, hey, showed up just in time to have a bite. There's yours, and for my helper that's always here, thank you, Big, so much. Tail wags are really going today, they are, because they do love some jerky. So much flavor.
Now taste the other one and tell me like the difference you taste.
It's really tender.
Is the consistency about the same?
Yeah, but you can definitely see the difference in the color as to what the smoke will bring to it. So make you want to jerk. Make you jerk some more.
I've got a fry. You go.
But like I told you, how do you like your jerky to be? A little crisper, cook it a little longer. But when you pull this, even off the smoker and out of the house, I want you to let it dry a good hour before you even do anything to it. Now, if we're going to store this, it has to dry properly. Sure, we have done cured this meat out, cooking it or smoking it, either one. But for long-term storage, I like to put mine in a Ziploc bag, wrap a paper towel in there, put it in there, shut it, try to get most of the air out of it. You can freeze this stuff for a long, long time. But folks, I guarantee you this won't sit around the house for about a day. It'll be gone. It will. You can also store it in one of them glass jars that's got the good vacuum seal lid where you just clamp her down there. But just make sure it is dry before you even attempt this. I just want to thank y'all so much for tuning in, because we never take it for granted that y'all watch our videos. And hey, it's a great day above the grass every day. It is. As always, I tip my hat to all our servicemen and women and the veterans who have kept that old flag flying on camp wherever me and Shannon and the pups might be. And say you're a new viewer and you just got here. Hey, we are so glad to have you come in here for a hug. If you're nice, I'll give you a bite of jerky, I will. And we thank you all for tuning in. So as always, God bless you each and every one, and I'll see you down the smoked jerky or the oven no dehydrator style trail.
I love him. He's so good. And I love the fact that he says thanks to like the veterans and that in every video. He's such a great guy. I think I'd get on with him like a house on fire. Anyway, guys, yeah, let me know what is the best method that you found for making jerky, because we have got a dehydrator. It's not a very good one. I want to have a smoker. I've actually asked my neighbor. Someone asked me on Saturday on the live, have I got in, what are my plans with the smokers? And my neighbor has said that I can have 2 of those big barrels or drums or whatever you want to call them. So yeah, I'm going to start hopefully in the spring making that. I'll have to teach myself to weld. So that's going to be a fun thing, because yeah, I have welded a little bit in the past, but I'm an electrician by trade, so I've never really needed to weld. I run cables, and that's it. That's about the long and short of it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to crack on with my tax return now, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace.